Okay, this is the practice for the nearest neighbor algorithm. Other practices I've usually shown you of my work after I've already written it down, and I think it would help if you see the process on this one. So the practice for the nearest neighbor algorithm. Question one, we start with a picture that looks something like this. I would draw, well, I'm going to write the question first. It says apply NNA, the nearest neighbor algorithm, starting with A. And they want us to type in the answer with uppercase letters with no space between the letters. So we've got 6 dots, first of all. So draw 6 dots. I'm going to skip every other line just to space those out a little bit. Got 3 dots there, and we got 3 dots over here. And then we're going to label those. We've got A, B, C, and D, E, F. And then we've got some connections there. So we don't have them lined up vertically with the connections, but we do have some going horizontally. So here and here and here. And we also have like C connected with E and C connected with D. And we've got B and F and B and D. And A and E and A and F. And then we're going to label these. This distance between C and F is 11, or maybe it's not a distance, it's just a amount. Then we've got a 12 here, 14 here, 5 on this diagonal, 10 for this horizontal segment, 6 here, and 3 here, and 7 here, and 15 here. I think I've got them all there. Okay, so if we start at A, we have a choice between going across a path of 7, 6, or 15. So 6 is the cheapest or smallest number, so we're going to write that AE. And I'll just put a 6 underneath there. Okay, then once and I'm going to just draw an arrow to show that that's the way we went. We don't need A or E again. Except to the end, we need to go to A, but we can't we don't want to go along the same path. So now we're at E, we have a choice between going here, 5, 10. So we're going to choose the 5, which is going to C. So I'll put C, and from E to C, it's 5. Okay, and next, once we're at C, we've got a choice between 11 or 14. Well, 11 is smaller, so we're going to F, that's 11. And when we're at F, we have a choice between a 12 or a 15. So 12 is less, so go to B. It's 12. And then once we're at B, the only other point we need in our out of these is D, I believe. But even if we checked here, I mean, we've already used that. Well, I guess we haven't used that, but we've already gone to E. So even though, well, this is shorter anyway, the 3. So we'd go to D next with the 3. And then once we're at D, we've been to all the letters now, A, B, C, D, E, F. So we go back to A, and we're at D, and we can do that, luckily, right? So we'll just go back there with, let's see. I was going to put 7, and I guess that's it. So they didn't really want the number total. You could add these to find the number, but they just want the letters. So you put these letters in this order: A, E, C, F, B, D, A. All right, number 2. I'm going to write down the letters A, B, C, D, E, F. This is a different way of expressing data. It's not the same as this, but it's a different way to present the same information, though. And then put A, B, C, D, E, F. And A to A, that's 0, or you just put a dash. From A to B, it's 59. A to C is 19. 47, 53, and 15. And then next row, 59 dash 27, 8, 60, 57. And then we've got 19, 27 dash 31, 51, 7. And then for D, we've got 47, 8, 31, dash 26, and 52. And we've got 53, 60, 51, 26, dash 46. And the last row, 15, 57, 7, 52, 46, and a dash. Now, they did point out that you could just look at half of the table and have enough, but sometimes it helps to have both. So we're going to apply the NNA starting at A. So I'm going to put that here, apply NNA, nearest neighbor algorithm, starting at A. All right, so we start at A. You might want to draw a picture like this. Instead of drawing this, I'm going to draw more like a hexagon. So I'll put A, B, C, D, E, and F. So I'll label those A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, so the cheapest route from A, the smallest number in this row, is 15. So we're going to go to F first. Okay, and I'll keep track of it down here. I'll just put, A to F is 15. All right, then once we're at F, so you go to row F, and by the way, if you want to cross off this row or this column, you can, to help you realize, okay, we've used that. Start at F, and we want the smallest number in this row that we haven't already used, which is 7, which is C. So now we're going to go from F to C. And I'll put that here, C, and then that distance is 7. Okay, once we're at C, so I'm going to cross off the F column now because we've used that. Once we're at C, the smallest number in this row that I haven't already crossed off is, what, 27, which is going to B. So we'll go to B. And that's 27. Once we're at B, let's see, let's cross off the column C now. At B, there's only a couple numbers we haven't used. 8 is definitely smaller than 60, so we're going to D next, which is a distance of 8. So from this point here, going straight down, Okay, and then once we're at D, let's see, I'll cross off the B column because we've used that now. D, there's only one number we haven't used, and that's E, which is at 26, which is at E. And now we've used all the letters. Now with the nearest neighbor algorithm, you have to go back to the starting point. So we'll go back to A, which is going to cost us with a distance of what? From A to E is 53. So you're going to type in these letters, A, F, C, B, D, E, A. It's supposed to be an A. Okay. Number 3. We've got another table, so I'll write this down. A, B, C, D, E, F. And A, B, C, D, E, F. We've got dash 7, 28, 40, 8, and 10. Second row, 7, 15, 18, 33, 24. We've got 28, 15, dash 1, 5, 20. And then 40, 18, 1, dash 54, 22. 8, 33, 5, 54, dash 30, and 10, 24, 20, 22, 30, and dash. All right. A line here to show that that goes with the last problem, so don't mix it up there. All right, and I'll do the same thing we did up here. I'll put the points, the 6 letters in a hexagon form, A, B, C, D, E, F. I'll label those. We're starting at A, and the smallest number in that row is the 7, so that's to B. So down here, I'll keep track of our path here. A to B is 7. All right, now from B, we're going to, the smallest number is, well, we've already used the 7, so now, and if you want to cross that off, you can. Let's see, from B, the next smallest number is 15, which is C, so I'll put 15, C, so I'm going to go to C next. And then from C, the smallest number is 1, so that's D. And then from D, the smallest number that we haven't used, I've already used the 1, we haven't used the 18, so that's going to, but we've been to B before. So now, and so this didn't take effect in number 2, but in this one, we skip that since we don't want to go back to B. So the next smallest number I can find is 22, which is F. So I'll put 22 F. So we're going to, thought we were going to go all clockwise, but here we're skipping. So we're going to F next. And once we're at F, the smallest number in here that we haven't used is 10, but that's A, and we've already been to A. So instead, we're going to skip that and look for the next biggest number, which is D, or next smallest number, I should say. And we've already been to D, so the next, or actually I skipped 20, didn't I? C, we've already been to C. 22, we've already been to D. Actually, you could skip all this and just say, look, we've been to all the letters except E, so we've got to go to E next. We're going to visit all the points. So if we go from F to E, that is 30. And now we need to go back to our starting point. which is A. And from E to A is 8. All right, so you would just type in those letters without a space in between. I put a space in between just so I could write the numbers below without crowding them. Okay, number 4. We have a picture again with 6 dots vertically. Well, 3 vertically here and 3 more vertical ones here. And we'll label these A, B, C, D, E, F. And we want the shortest possible. Now, if you look at your Canvas quiz, you'll see that the shortest place starting from A is to C with a distance of 2. I'm sorry, D, which is a distance of 2. So I'm going to connect those. And I'm not even going to write the numbers here. They're in the picture, but I'll just write it here. That's 2. And then if you go from D, the smallest number I could see is 8. So that's going to C. So let's see. I didn't do something right, did I? I put A to D, but that's not what I drew. This is A to D. That's a distance of 2. From D to C is a distance of 8. So that's what I would draw next. I just got ahead of myself there. So that, and then if you're at C, you have a choice, and the smallest number is going to F, which is 5. Then from F, the smallest number I could see is a 3 going to B. And then from there, the next smallest number, or the smallest path from B, is to E. And that is a distance of 9. And then I think we've been to all the letters, haven't we? A, B, C, D, E, F. So now we want to go back to A, which will be 6. All right, so there's the path for that one. We're still using the nearest neighbor algorithm. Okay, number 5. By the way, I guess it is possible that if you put these letters in reverse order, it would work. Now, this isn't, A to E is a distance of 6. That's not smaller than 2. But if you went from A to E and then to B, F, C, D, A, it would still work, right? You'd still have all the same numbers, just in reverse order. So it is possible to put these in reverse order. You could have done that on the others as well. Okay, the last one. We've got 3 dots vertically and 3 dots over here vertically. And so we've got A, B, C, D, E, F. If you start at A, the smallest path I can see is going to E, which is a distance of 10. So I'm going to go from A to E. All right, and then from E, the smallest path forward is to C, which is 2. And then from C, the smallest one I can see is going to F for 3. And then if you start at F, you could go to B, which is 5. On some of these, there might be a smaller path, but it would take you back to one of the points you've already been to. Okay, I think, well, we've got D is the only point we haven't been to yet. So by process of elimination, that is going to D, that's 8. And then finally back to A, which is a distance of 12, or a number there of 12. All right, so there's our path. AEC, FB, DA.